I am Jed from GDK Veneering. I haven't done any videos for a while because we've been mega busy, as we always are, but obviously I like to keep you updated as well that we're still here. So basically today we've got a Triumph Stag, and it's been done in a burr walnut real wood veneer. Once it's veneered it looks like that, and it don't look anything special, but believe me, it's gonna be. So on these rings here, you've got a little lip at the bottom edge, and that is to hold the clocks. The clocks are set into there and they sit on this little thin ring. So when we clean these up, we cannot just use a file like that, for instance. We can go around that edge, but obviously in there we've got to do it very carefully. So the way we do that, you can see this one here, the veneer's hanging over. So how I do it is, I use the scalpel first, very carefully. Now, if you're going to ever attempt to do this, make sure your hands are out of the way and make sure you don't slip, because if you slip and you scratch the veneer is buggered. So on this piece here, I'll just show you. You just follow it round like that. See the white there? And that's taking it all the way back down to the actual wood. Like I said, you've got to be careful not to dig into that bottom piece and not to gouge into here. I'm only taking off the really thick part that's sticking out, and then what we have to do, we'll then have to use a file like this, like a rat's tail, and just go around it like that and take a time to sand it up, and then we sand it with a hard sanding disc. We then pop it in and clean all the holes up, ready for it to be lacquered, so there's enough space there for the clocks to sit back into. Like I said, bare walnut veneer, and you can hear how brittle it goes. Once it goes onto the woodwork and it cools down, it just snaps off just like that. Then we sand it all nice and smooth. Then it'll get filled, then it'll get painted. You see the different holes there for all the different instruments. Really brittle once it dries, because we use a resin glue. So once that's dried, anything that isn't stuck to the wood will be really brittle, so it just snaps off like that. That's one piece. A couple of pieces here have already started to clean up. You've got the glove box door. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my breath here. Glove box door, and then you've got the surround there that sits like that near the glove box door, i.e. like that type of thing. And then you've got the piece that goes underneath the dash, all being sanded. The top face hasn't been sanded until we paint it, because if you sand that first, then you paint it, and then you have to sand at it. That means you're sanding this veneer twice, and it's really thin. We don't want to be going through that, because we would have to re-veneer whatever pieces with exactly the same pattern. Another surround there. And like I said, Triumph Stags, Triumph Dolomites, absolutely beautiful cars, especially when they've got one of these dashboards. Now, these haven't been manufactured. These are the original dashboards from the car. Now, you may be able to get them cheaper elsewhere, but that is not for your car. These ones, they have numbers on the back, things like that, signatures. That's because these are made for your car. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jed from GDK Veneering. Like I said, please click the like, share and tell your friend. Follow us on YouTube. If you're ever thinking about having one of these done before you attempt it yourself, if you're going to do that, give us a call, we'll give you a quote, then we'll go from there. Thank you very much. Bye bye.